Hey YouTube, Firefist Ace here, and I'm going to talk about Bleach. I already did my Naruto and One Piece discussions previously during the day, so now I'm going to talk about Bleach. And it's not a rant necessarily, this discussion, but it's going to be concerning why I think Ichigo is failed as a main character. Okay, and this is what actually intrigues me about Bleach, because even though I find the main character, the main protagonist, Ichigo, to be very lacking, I still find the series a very good series indeed. So I'm going to get into that. Okay, first off, Ichigo. There's only one thing that, ticks me off about Ichigo, is that Ichigo now, he seems to be part everything. And what I mean by part everything is that, in the early arcs, he was Hollow and part Shinigami. Okay, I was cool with that. But, now in the Fullbringer arc, now he's a Fullbringer, and now in this arc, in the Quincy arc, now he's a Quincy all of a sudden. So that's what I find very, very it's very irking, now that Ichigo is all of this, and so he might as well end up being Spirit King. I think that's what is foreshadowing, him being a part of all these entities, and to me it's just crazy. I mean, he's OP. He gained the power too quick. Ichigo has gained power a little bit too quick. And Ichigo is a very emotional character in the Bleach series, while, I find that most Bleach characters aren't that very emotional. Most Bleach characters are savages, such as, Ukiura. He wasn't a very emotional guy. My favorite character, Byakuya Kuchiki, he's not very emotional. He does what he has to do. Ichigo, I find Ichigo during battles talking way too much, and Ichigo, I'm sorry, it might be some people that disagree with me, but I find Ichigo to be very, very annoying and very sensitive as a main character. But his fellow characters aren't. So that's what kind of irks me about Ichigo. But I'm gonna tell you what intrigues me about Bleach is because the supporting characters and the supporting aspects in the series is better than Ichigo. I mean, the supporting things around Ichigo are very good, and I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna make a list. I'm gonna start off with my favorite character, Byakuya Kuchiki. Okay, Byakuya Kuchiki, when he first entered the scene, he's what a Shinigami should truly represent. Cold, heartless. He's what a Shinigami should truly represent. And now we get in the Soul Society arc, we get him trying to execute his sister, and Byakuya says, this is part of the law, this is the will of Soul Society, and Ichigo, he goes against that. He's like, you know what, F that, that's a trash law. I would protect my sister if I was in your shoes. And we actually see Byakuya actually, give the win to Ichigo when they fight. And later, when Aizen extracted the Hogyoku from Rukia, Aizen tries to attempt to kill her, and Byakuya comes out of there, flash steps, actually saves his little sister Rukia, but she was branded as a traitor. And this gives Byakuya a lot of character development. And I think, from all the Bleach characters, Byakuya is the one who has a lot of character development. Now he's kind of like an I don't know, he's kind of like a Vegeta from a kind of point. Byakuya, he didn't care about no one earlier except the law, but now you can see him trying to come back, and now he's protecting his friends, but he goes about it in a different way, and he takes a silent approach towards it, and that's what I find very great about Byakuya. And I just hope he comes back with a major power up. And early prediction, but I think he'll actually fight Haswalt, the guy who's always next to Juha Bach, the guy with the white hair. So I actually think he'll fight him, but hey, that's me. Next, I'm gonna go into the mysterious bankais of certain Shinigami. I want to know the bankais of Shisu, and I want to see the Zero Squad's bankai, or even if they have bankai, or they might have something even above bankai. And the one Zero Squad member that impresses me the most is Kurenji. When Soifan was pressing Kurenji, all of a sudden Kurenji is so fast, he flash steps, and all of a sudden he appears right behind Soifan, grabbing her arm. And Soifan is actually one of a speed character herself. So this leads me to believe that the Zero Squad, they're on a whole nother level. Okay, they're on a whole nother level. I think Ichigo's equal to them. I think Ichigo is actually equal to the Zero Squad, and I actually believe this when they first appeared, because we already know that Ichigo is head and shoulders above everyone else in the Gotai 13. So yeah, that's that. And Aizen. Okay, Aizen, he's kind of the mysterious guy. He's kind of the trollish guy, if you will. He's like, everything's all a part of my plan. You guys have all been a part of my plan for a while. And I want to know him being trapped in Avicii, him being trapped in the hellish prison. I wonder, is that a part of his plan? And in the current chapters, we're going to see Aizen in a flashback. In flashbacks, we're going to see Aizen in flashbacks. And I think this is going to give him even more character development along the road. And I'm going to go to the Spirit King. I want to know if the Spirit King... Supposedly the Spirit King is a god, so I want to know what omnipotent powers he has. I want to know. Supposedly he can control all realms, like Hueco Mundo, the human world, Soul Society. I really want to know more about the Spirit King. We only saw one glimpse of him, and I was kind of disappointed that we only saw that one glimpse, and I think we should have saw more of this, the Soul King, the Spirit King, my bad. And I think we should have saw more of him, and we'll definitely get more of the Spirit King. And I read a few theories about how Aizen in his Hogyoku form kind of resembles the Spirit King, and that's kind of interesting because the Spirit King, he actually lives in a cocoon-like thing, and Aizen he had the appearance while in Hogyoku form, he had the appearance of a butterfly-looking type thing, and the Spirit King is in a cocoon. So yeah, very interesting theories that some people post. And last but not least, my second favorite character, Kisuke. Kisuke is a very. I think Kisuke is kind of underestimated. I think he's a very mysterious character, and I actually think he was a part of the Zero Squad. At first, I thought Ishin was a part of the Zero Squad, but as we know, he's a part of the 10th Squad. In the past, as we know, that's not the case. But I want to know more about where Kisuke came from. And if Kisuke is not a part of the Zero Squad, then I'm going to be very disappointed. And perhaps Kisuke, because you know how the Zero Squad, all Zero Squad members invented something that was helpful to Soul Society. Maybe Kisuke invented holification, and that actually proved to be probably a forbidden research, and he probably got kicked out of the Zero Squad, and he probably just switched places with the I forgot the other Zero Squad member with the she's a woman, the fat woman with the purple hair, but she can actually reduce her size. I totally forgot her name, my bad, people. But I actually think they got replaced with each other. So that's what I believe, and I think Kisuke, he's even had more experiments, and Kisuke, he gives me a vibe. Yeah, he's a good character, but I feel as if something's more probably sinister. There's a sinister feeling to him that I just get every time when I look at him. And the guy did take out. He could have taken out a regular Aizen using just Keto. So we have yet, and I also want to see his Bankai. So we have yet to see what he can do. So just to sum it up, Ichigo as a main character, in my eyes, he severely fails. And I feel he only has one goal, to just protect his friends, but he doesn't. I feel as if he doesn't get any development over that goal. That's always been his goal. What if that goal clashes into an obstacle that he has to overcome? We never even see him pick between difficult choices in the series, and I don't know, I just find him lacking as a main character. But that's why Bleach is very interesting, because the people that support Ichigo, okay, they're interesting themselves. All the people that I just mentioned, they're interesting themselves, and that's what I think that makes Bleach great. Not Ichigo, not the main character Ichigo, but I think the people that support him, there's other people too, but the people that I mentioned, to me, I think that, it makes Bleach great and interesting. But hey, let me know what you think. Comment below, like, and Fire Fist Ace. See you guys.